And we are going. What's going on with everybody? It is your boy Eric, aka Young God, coming to you live in the Green Dungeon, giving it to you real raw rugged. And I got somebody on the other line, man. I'm gonna let him introduce himself, man. Who we have here today?
Hey, you got a top dog, Paco Panama.
Hey man, how you doing today, man?
I'm cool, and how you?
I'm pretty good. I'm gonna start this off in a slightly different way than I usually start my interviews off. Cause instead of talking about your music, I kind of want to start off like this. Dogs of DC. It's a really good documentary.
Dogs, Dogs of DC. Yeah, that was a documentary made by my man K. He was a Georgetown film student who was a fan of my music, and he tracked me down, and he was like, "Man, I want to do a documentary on you." So
Amazing
that's actually,
documentary.
yeah. It's amazing. He actually followed me around for a couple months, probably about 2 or 3 months, I believe so.
Is that something you ever thought about? Like before you even hit you up, is that doing a documentary or being in a film? Has that ever been something you wanted to do, or was that just a new thing for you?
Yeah, film. I always, everybody think about, I can act, or you know what I'm saying. Like I want to get in the movie or be in the movie, but at that time, a documentary, no, I wasn't even thinking about it. You know what I'm saying?
It came out good, and it's funny because like throughout your albums, you will do like a little bit. You'll incorporate like a Chico Bean doing skits, or you'll do a little bit of talking and acting, and throughout the, you know what I'm saying, to kind of bring things together. Um,
Yeah, cause I grew up in a time with music, like albums was like 4 albums, so a lot of people would incorporate like skits and shit like that. I was just trying to bring that back because there's not a lot of that in today's music. So,
how long you been rapping?
shit, I've been really rapping since a kid for real, but like letting people like hear, like putting out videos and songs and
Real.
shit like that, probably like since like 2013 something like that.
So
But I wasn't consistent though. I'd be the first to admit it. Like I drop some shit and then take months off, and then try to drop some shit, then take another 6 months off. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, the only reason I bring that up is because do you know what the top comment on Dogs of DC is?
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna read this to you. It says, I remember Panama recording at my studio in 2009 in PG County and discovering who his father was. Met him through a female friend at Bowie State. He always seemed confident and humble, but reserved about his talent. This is the part that got me. He said he used to rap like Lupe Fiasco, but he definitely has his own sound now. Was there a time he was rapping like Lupe Fiasco in 2009?
Hell no, I wasn't rapping like Lupe. Like I might have been like in 2009. I probably was like more influenced by like Dipset and shit like that. Like you know what I'm saying. So I could see like a more like punchlines and shit like that type shit. Yeah.
I was about to say, nigga rapping like Lupe. I can't even imagine you rapping like that. Like, there's just two completely different styles. Like, I couldn't even
Right,
imagine you
right,
doing
right,
that.
right,
So,
right, right, right. So he might have been saying like I was more punchliney or something like that. But 2009, I never put no music out. I might just was like fucking around with core and shit, but I never put like no music out in 2009. I ain't put no music out to about like publicly to about 2012, 13.
okay. Was you Paco Panama then?
Yeah, I always been Paco Panama. Yeah,
Got you, got
that's
you,
my name. My name Paco. So
got you, and Panama. So it's crazy because the Panamanian part, like I said, Watch Dogs DC. So I understand that your father is
yeah,
Panamanian. Um, something that like I didn't really know. There's like a lot of black Panamanians.
yeah, for sure.
Did not know that.
Yeah, I mean, basically Panamanians is like Caribbean people and Spanish people like
Mm.
mixed together. You see what I'm saying? So we look a little dark, but we speak Spanish.
I googled like Panamanian people just to see what they look like. Nigga,
But you do got some light skinned Panamanians who look like they from Puerto Rico.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
But I was hard pressed to find any light skinned Panamanian. Like when you just Google Panamanian people, they blacker than me.
dark.
They all
Yeah,
black,
right,
they blacker than me.
right,
I'm like,
right, right.
God damn. So I didn't know it was like that out there because I feel like even when somebody thinks of somewhere like the Dominican Republic, there's a lot of very very dark skinned people in the Dominican
Yes.
Republic. So
I was about to say that. It's kind of like the Dominican Republic. Like when you get out there, you'll think it's you know what I'm saying. You already have a assumption of what people would look like out there, but when you get out there, it's people that, like you said, darker than you
yeah.
in the Dominican Republic, and they've been living there their whole life.
Are you? Do you have like Because I know they're way in Panama. Do you have like relationships with Panamanian family members, people?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. My father over there right now, and I got two sisters over there. I got nieces and nephews, cousins, my grandmother. I've been over there before. I've been over there when I was like 13. I stayed for the summer with my grandmother.
how was it out there?
It was good. It was cool. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know, when you that age, you want to, for the summertime, you want to be, you know what I'm saying, around the way with your friends. So I didn't really want to go, but I'm glad I did. You know what I'm saying? Now, looking back at it,
It's funny because what I thought about initially seeing so many dark skinned Panamanian people. That's the reason I asked, like, do you have relationships with them? Because like, do dark skinned Panamanian people identify as black?
I think they identify as black, but they also take pride in their heritage. They gonna say they Panamanian.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So, however way you want to go about that, like, but we identify ourselves as black. Well, me anyway, because my mom is black and my father is Panamanian, so I'm half Spanish, half, you know. But I think a lot of, what's the new term they be using, Afro Latino
yeah,
or something like that.
yeah,
So it might be something like that, but I know my father said he black, but he full Panamanian. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Mother and father Panamanian. So my father said he Panamanian, but you know he say he's Spanish too, but he identifies himself as a black man also.
See, I'm from Florida, and like in Miami, it's nothing but like Hispanic people and all types of people down there. I'm not from Miami. I'm from Jacksonville, which is
Right,
way further up north. And in
right,
Jacksonville, is legitimately just black, white. It's all you
right.
see in Jacksonville. So
Yeah,
being on the internet was my first time hearing people say like, I guess darker skinned Hispanic people. Like I don't know if you ever seen the memes. People be like, "Me no black papi." Like people like they don't be
nah,
what they claim. So as I was curious, like, are the Panamanian people, do they be in a me no black poppy bag or yeah,
fuck no.
got
We more so like we identify ourselves with black people and you know what I'm saying,
got
African Americans, but we is Spanish too.
yeah,
So you know what I'm saying. We can't like erase that from our culture and our history. It's a Spanish country.
for sure. Do you is because like kind of being that you went there one time when you was 13. Do you know a lot about like Panamanian like your heritage, like, you know what I'm saying, you ever did like, because you know how black people find out about Malcolm X and say like, oh, I gotta do my research, like you did your research on that?
Nah. I didn't really have to do my research. My father, you know, he keep me informed on a lot of Panamanian heritage. He felt like it's important for me to know. You know what I'm saying? My country and where I come from. That's how I was able to tell you like it's a lot of, it's like basically Caribbean and Spanish people mixed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like we all from that little island, like us, the Dominican Republic. And you see what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like we all close to each other. Cuba, not Cuba, Colombia, right there. Like my sister actually lives in Colombia. It's like DC and Maryland type
Mm.
shit. You know what I'm saying? She from Panama, whole family in Panama, but she live in Colombia.
It's funny because listen to that Dogs of DC. Before we get to your music, hey bro, your daddy might need to be like a narrator or something. Like he like it was your documentary. He damn near was the star, just the way he was talking. I'm just like, damn, like he was
Yeah,
captivating the way he speaks, and
He got some
he was
shit
great.
coming out in the works about his story. You know what I'm saying? Because
Mm.
his story is deep and it's a movie in itself. So
No, for sure. Like I said, the way that he told the story from him being in Panama to him, you know what I'm saying, ended up getting locked up. I could see it, and a lot of people who tell stories, they do
one
a hard.
second, bro, because I don't want this phone to die on you.
No, no, you good.
Excuse me, bro. My bad, my bad.
You good.
Hey, boo. Can you bring the charger downstairs? All right, go ahead.
No,
My
you
bad.
good. But now from a lot of people who tell stories, I feel like I have a hard time. Even rappers, when they try to paint a picture, it's hard for them to paint that picture in the viewers or listeners' mind. Like a lot of people who are great storytellers in rap, you know what I'm saying, like a Nas or something. People are like, oh, I could see what he's saying.
And
Listening to
again,
him speak, I could
that
see.
wasn't even my idea to do that. That was the film. I gotta give credit to the film director for that. My man K. Like I said, he doing big things right now too. He graduated after that, and he's working for Paramount right now out of college. So yeah, that was
Salute,
his
bro.
first project. That was the DC.
Salute, bro. I gotta tap in with him just to see what
Yeah, you
else he
gotta
got
tap
going
in
on.
with him. I'm gonna give you his Instagram and all that shit, or I'll give you his number when we get off this so you can tap in with him. He out LA. He
No,
working and shit.
for sure. And I guess to kind of rewind to how I even like discovered who you was. It was
Right.
sometime last year. No Bells, the Instagram page, the hip hop media outlet, they posted your stuff. I don't know if you remember this, but they posted like 7 videos of yours, and I'm listening to it. I'm like, man, it's hard. And me and my homeboy Rari, we talk about music 24/7. So I sent it to him, and he like, man, it's hard. I'm like, I listened to a couple songs. I'm like, this is really good. It was I think the song that like the first song in the slide that they posted was me and Cuz,
Right.
and I was like, this is hard. That like that was in my
Yeah.
head. So this is crazy. So I showed it to Rari, and let's say like months later, I wouldn't really listen to you as much because I just heard that. Like, I'm like, okay, I could listen to a few songs. That nigga would send me like something every day, be like, bro, if, until you listen to this nigga album, I'm not like I'm gonna stop. I'm like annoy you every single day to listen to this nigga album.
Shout
So it
out
was,
Rory.
bro. Rari was going every single day. I'm like, all right, bro, I'm gonna listen to. I'm like, I know the nigga good, bro. I'm like, I'm gonna listen to him. So I finally listened to you and shout out to Rari because I was asleep. You know what I'm saying, bro?
Hey, shout out to Rory.
From album one to the last one, I absolutely love your sound because me and him love Los and Nutty. And the first things we heard, we was like, damn, this sound like Los and Nutty if they were from goddamn the DMV area. So listening to your music, bro, you're really, really good at what you do. So I just wanted to put that out there, dog. You are really, really good at what you do, my boy.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No, for
I
sure,
definitely
man.
appreciate that. And shout out Rory too.
He gonna love that. Shout out to Rory. He's gonna love a little shout out to
Yeah,
Rory.
shout out to Rory.
Um,
That's how my shit like first like got around. Was, like really word of mouth. As crazy as it might seem, like most people blow up on the internet. My shit blew up through word of mouth type shit. Like it was like some exclusive type shit. Like if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? And people took pride in hipping people to this shit. Like you ain't hip to this. Like you gotta listen to this shit. Like so that's how my shit kind of took off through like word of mouth for real, bro. Like I've been so many people who tell me like, yeah, I got put on to you by such and such out LA, or I was out LA and people was playing your music, and you know what I'm saying. So it wasn't really the internet. As crazy as it might sound.
you've been cooking, bro, and like the word of mouth is working because I feel like you got damn near 2 of my favorite albums of the year. You know what I'm saying?
Which one?
What is Southside Sopranos and what's the other one? The Dropway.
Oh, the
Absolutely
drop.
love those. Southside Sopranos dropped this year, right?
Yeah, it's how, like, yeah, both of them. Did the drop wave drop this year? I
Uh,
think so.
on Apple
Yeah,
Music
yeah,
it say
dropped.
April 19th. So
Huh?
I said on Apple Music it say April 19th.
Okay, yeah, it dropped this year then. Yeah, on Apple
Got
Music,
you. The deluxe dropped this year. I'm looking out. So
oh
late.
yeah, okay, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what it
you're
is.
right. You're right. It dropped last year, but they dropped the deluxe this year.
That's exactly what happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nigga, that's that. Let me start with that one. That album, that's probably my favorite album you put out so far, because it's just so soulful.
The drop
Um,
wave?
I love the drop weight, bro. That's
Oh yeah.
it's funny because you said it like, huh? But no, nigga, it's them beats, bro. That
Yeah.
nigga flip that. How you do that? Yeah,
Yeah.
Alabama. Like nigga, that you rapped over one of my favorite soul songs of all time, R&B songs. You rapped over that Angela Winbush, that your
Bro,
smile.
you know why I said that like that? Like
Fire.
the drop wave because bro, I recorded that album in like literally 4 days, bro.
Really?
I was in Cali and I was working with some producers. And I was like, let's just get this shit done. Shout out Narco Wave. Shout out Narco Wave. Those the ones who produced that whole album. If you like the beats on that joint, they produced it. They from out Cali.
Bro,
So I literally recorded that album in like 4 days, bro.
niggas had you spazzing on here, bro. Like I said, I think it's Days In where you rap over there. Your smile.
Yeah, I fuck with Days and that's my shit too.
That
I
junk,
fuck with that joint.
that junk so hard.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
I see. I like when I get in like my sample bag and shit like that. I feel like that separates me from a lot of people. Like you know what I'm saying? Like you just brought up like Los and them. Like those my men too. You know what I'm saying? But you know a lot of people compare us, but I really feel like we don't even rap on the same type of beats type of shit. You see what I'm saying? Like I like them type of beats too. You know what I'm saying? But where I'm trying to go with it is like more soulful. You see what I'm saying?
No, and like I said, it comes through super duper soulful. Like, and it's funny because a lot of niggas may rely on the beat, but like you have like a lot of things I love. Like this is
Yeah,
on Southside Soprano, but so many bars. You said nigga said he was serving knockout like Riddick Bowe. You
yeah,
had the bar where you said he a junkie like Frankie Lyman. Said he used to be somebody. Oh, you think that's funny? Yeah, you shouldn't lie, 'cause that could be you in about 20 years. I love that
yeah,
bar. I love that
yeah,
bar. That was let me stick on that one. That's interesting because I feel like a lot of niggas who rap about selling drugs to dope game, niggas rap like I have no conscience, I don't care. But that was a
yeah.
bar almost like I have like a moral compass. Like we ain't laughing at these niggas. Like that shit ain't funny. Like I don't know why. I don't even know how to word this question, but like what inspired
It,
bars like that? Is that just real
it's
life? You know
basically
what I'm saying?
because them type of bars really come from like life experiences.
Yeah.
Like a lot of them people who like on drugs now or drugs abusers now, like we call them like uncle, auntie or something like that. Like a lot of them unks used to be somebody back in the day. Like, you know what I'm saying? They just fell down on their luck and they started using it and never, you know what I'm saying, never got back. But if you ask about them back in the day, they used to be stand up guys and used to be doing shit, making money, and you know what I'm saying? So you can't really laugh at people like that, but because you don't know where life will take you at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? There been people who I knew. You probably know people who you went to school with, high school. They was the man in high school. You see them now. You know what I'm saying? They fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So like you don't know how life will take you. You see him in high school, like damn, he got everything. Like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he got girls. He might play basketball, but 10 years down the line, 5 years down the line, it ain't the same thing. And so you don't know how life will take you. And the motherfucker who got laughed at in school is the one who is doing, you know what I'm saying?
And life can hit you quick because I didn't graduate that long ago. I graduated in 2017. So me
Yeah.
graduating was it like 7 years ago, nigga. Like it's just crazy because it's niggas that I know locked up for murders. It's niggas that I know.
Exactly.
It's that niggas that I know that on drugs now. People that's locked up for other. It's just like life can hit you quick. A nigga got locked up like a month after we graduated high school for a body, and he doing 30 years now, and it's just like you just never know. You know what I'm saying? So
You see what I'm saying? You
yeah,
never know. So like I just be trying to put like real life bars in there so like people can it make you think like how I just made you sit back and think about it like damn that's crazy because like it could really be you in 20 years.
like never judge. You know what I'm saying? That's one of the
Yeah,
things
yeah,
that
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
just
Never
never judge
judge.
people. Being being like I don't know, growing up where you grew up at, just kind of like growing up like in the streets. Would you? Because a lot of people would think like being like a street nigga, growing up in the streets, you would have no morals. You would have no type of conscience or anything. Would you say that being in the streets gave you like you learned morals from the streets almost at all?
Yeah, I learned morals from the streets, but like a lot of your morals and shit, that shit start from home. Like you see what I'm saying? Like how you was raised, what your parents instilled in you, or if you had parents like your mom, or if you didn't have your dad, your mom, or but in some situations, some people don't got parents, so you gotta like learn shit from the streets, and hopefully you get around some good dudes that can teach you the right way to do things. You know what I'm saying?
Did you have that like lacking like your father being locked up? Did you have like men in your life to kind of instill what a
Hell
father
yeah.
would?
Hell yeah. I had some great men around me. They still around me. So you know what I'm saying? They still with me. I definitely had men to tell me right from wrong and just how to be a man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, nah, you gonna take care of your kids. You gonna take care of your family. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, you gonna do this shit.
How important was that having a father that couldn't be there every day for you to have like men in your life that could play that father figure role?
I mean, it was important, but don't nobody replace your father at the end of the day. You
Yeah,
see what I'm saying? So like I could have not listened to them, you know what I'm saying? But if my father said it's a little bit more, you see what I'm saying?
for
So
sure.
like it's definitely important. It was important, but like I said, I had a strong mother, so she played both roles and shit.
Hey man, shout out to the people that raised you because it raised a great rapper. You know what I'm saying, man? Like I said,
Yeah,
I've been listening to you just absolutely nonstop and kind of sliding back to the last album with Southside Soprano. Chico Bean is kind of throughout that album a lot, and I know he from that area, the DMV.
yeah.
How'd you link up with Chico?
Um, Chico DM'd me one day out the blue. He was like, kind of like you. He was like, I'm late. I'm a little late to the party, but man, you my favorite rapper out the city. So I'm like, damn. I was like, that's what's up, man. I was like, man, it's an honor to hear you say that because I know you around a lot of rappers, and you know what I'm saying. So, I was working on Southside Sopranos, and shout out my man Greg. I'm gonna give him a shout out on this one. I was talking to Greg, and we were just talking. We were just talking about like the different celebrities that reached out to me, and you know what I'm saying, shit like that. And I was telling him about Chico, and he was like, "Why you just want to get him on the album? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you said you want to do some skits and shit. That'd be perfect." And the light bulb was like, "Ding!" I was like, "You right." So I reached out to him. I didn't get a response. He was on tour. He was in Africa at the time. And this goes for a lot of younger artists too. Like when you reach out to people and you don't get a response, don't initially just be like, "Oh, this nigga Hollywood," or you know what I'm saying. Like you gotta work for what you want. So he don't owe me nothing. You know what I'm saying. So I let like a week go by, and this time I called him on the Instagram joint, and he hit me right back. He was like, "Damn, I'm just saying this. Like I was on tour. I'm in Africa." I was like, I told him what I was trying to do, and he was with it. He was like, "Man, I'm gonna make some time. I'm gonna come up there. We're gonna get in the studio and knock it out."
Oh, so that wasn't like email. That was
fuck nah, hell nah. Man, shout out to Chico Bean, man. I give him a lot of respect and props, man. He took time out his busy schedule, came to DC, and we got in the studio and did that shit.
wow.
Yeah,
That's hard. I'm thinking like Brett emailed you that or something while he on tour or whatnot, but y'all were locked in together doing that.
Yeah, I got the videos and pictures and shit when we was in the studio. So yeah, we was in the studio together. He came down here. He told me like, "I'm gonna make some time. I'm on tour right now, but I'm gonna take a day out and I'm gonna come down there and fuck with you." And he did it. He kept his word.
Nah, shout out to that. That's and like I said,
definitely shout out to Chico Bean, man. He a real nigga.
He brought it, I feel like, all together too, just with the intro.
Yeah, definitely. He definitely did. And you know that's a big look for me because of the platform he got. You know what I'm saying?
No, for sure. And like I said, that album is also a lot of soulful stuff on there. Something like Free Cuz. That I love that song. First of all, I love like a sample that I've heard before, and like Ghostface, Jadakiss, I think Raekwon, I forget who else on the song, they rapped over that sample in like 2012, and I used to love that song. And hearing you rap over that, I'm like, damn, like this is such a like hard sample, but the way you floating on it is just hard, man. And what else on there? You got Contraband on there too.
Yeah,
Contraband is crazy. I don't think Pottstown isn't on here, but Pottstown is also one of them soulful, just like nigga. My favorite is when you rapping over something soulful. I love when you, because I feel like it bring out something else in you, you know.
Yeah, it kind of do. Like I don't know what it is, like, and it's crazy because a lot of my fans is like that too. They like, man, you gotta keep rapping on them soulful beats. Like it like you said, it bring out something in me. It make the song a little bit more special. Like, cause I really like. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I can't really explain that shit. But it's like some beats just touch me a different way. No diddy.
You know, me and my homeboy, we was talking about this. Now, I gotta ask you guys, forget, because I don't even think I wrote this down anywhere. But it was an Instagram live you did last year that Rari once again sent like 7 times. Like, nigga, watch this. This nigga going crazy. You was rapping over a beat. You was in the studio and you was playing a song where you was like doing like a freestyle over like a already song that was made, like a no ceilings, you know, like rapping over another nigga beat. Do you know what song that was? I forget what it was. It was like sometime last year. You was rapping over another nigga beat and it was in the studio, but you was playing it. And you played it like back to back. You kept playing it.
I don't know because I know I don't even be dropping them joints.
Like, yeah, you did. I don't think you dropped it.
When I rap over another nigga beat, I don't even be dropping them joints. It had to be damn. What's Slim name from Florida? He was popping off last year. He had that song. The little he young.
Was it Lil Tyler?
Lil Tyler.
Would you? I thought you. I swear you was rapping over. I thought that's what it was, but I thought I was tripping.
What's the name of that song?
That's Law and Order freestyle. That's Law and Order.
Yep. That
you rapped over
that's
that.
Joint.
So that's not out, is it?
Nah, it ain't out.
We might, hey nigga,
fuck. I might just drop that shit.
Bruh, I don't remember what you were saying because it was a minute ago, but I remember thinking like, I don't think I've ever heard this nigga rap this good. Like, this might be the best I ever heard. Like, you were going crazy on that. You might need to drop that.
That little Tyler joint.
Hey, and if you don't drop it, fuck it, nigga, send it to me. You know, I just need to hear it myself. You know what I'm saying? Cause that was
Yeah.
fire.
I got that joint. I still got that joint.
That was hard. So you freestyle over a lot of rappers' beat, but you just for yourself? Is that just for practice or?
No, I actually don't. But I did that beat because I liked that beat, but I just ain't never put it out. I don't know. It was weird, but I don't know. I just ain't never. I liked the beat, but I don't really freestyle over other people's beats because like when I be doing shit, I be having intentions on dropping it or putting it on my album or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I might just put that joint out. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it.
No, for sure. That honestly, if I was you, I would drop that before an album just to be like,
Oh yeah, no. Matter of fact, I was gonna shoot a video to it, but I just ain't never get around to it. That's all.
got you.
That's what I was gonna do.
See, if I was you, I would just drop it before the album just to be like, you know what I'm saying, just to keep y'all, you know what I'm saying, wait before while y'all waiting. Here you go right here. You know what I'm saying? It's a little appetizer.
Yeah.
So I'll
But the
drop it as
beat old
appetizer.
now though.
It is, but nigga, you were going crazy on that beat. From what I remember thinking like, I need to screen record it just in case he don't drop it. I'm like, he don't drop it. He ain't drop it. I should have screen recorded it, but it was fire.
I didn't drop it.
It was,
That's
I was
exactly what you talking about.
I should have
Yep.
screen recorded. Do you hold a lot of music? Cause you said like, you know, you hold that. Did you hold a lot?
Yeah, I do. I ain't even gonna lie. I got a lot of shit, bro. Like when I'm recording the album, I just be recording. So a lot of shit don't make the album. You know what I'm saying? So I might put them joints on other albums, or they just be in the wind type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Is there any songs that you don't have released that you look upon as like this is really fire? I don't know what to do with this.
Yeah, it's a couple songs like that, but they gonna be released eventually. You know what I'm saying? They just not released right now type shit.
Got you. And it's funny because we were talking about how the fans like you on soulful beats. You like the soulful beats. I don't know if this is a inspiration, but you just brought up Dipset. They rapped over a lot of like, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of that, like hitmaker beats or whatever. So yeah, hitmaker did make a lot of beats. But anyway, like it's crazy. Like, do you think that has like an inspiration from you listening to that? You know what I'm saying? Could they rapping over a lot of beats to the way you like to rap over soul beats as well?
Yeah. They that's definitely an inspiration. Also, shit, the earlier Kanye shit, like a lot of this shit, like he was making for Jay-Z and shit like that, like on the Blueprint and shit like that. Like, so I be looking for them type of sounds and shit, like the early Kanye shit. People don't even know that's him.
It's a couple beats where I find out where I'd be like, oh, that was Kanye. I didn't even know that was him. I don't know if it was like a thread on Twitter that went viral where it was like, man, I love old Kanye beats, and the niggas was posting like their favorite Kanye beats from like the early 2000s or whatever. And
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That era, like the early 2000s.
no, that was he was cooking like freaking even stuff like the I can make you a celebrity overnight. Like that beat is crazy. That sample's crazy. Is there any producers you would like to work with who are like sample heavy driven producers?
Shit. I take one of them old Kanye joints. He ain't really sample driven, but Manny Fresh. But you say samples. Let me think. Alchemist.
Hey man.
I like Alchemist.
Hey. I might be able to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I might be able to put a word in for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I fuck with Alchemist shit.
That's my favorite producer ever, bro. You know what I'm saying?
For real?
So, he's the coolest nigga, dog. Like coolest nigga too.
Oh yeah.
Coolest nigga ever, bro. So like, yeah, I love Alchemist. You over Alchemist would be fire, and like
I've been fucking with him since that he was doing what Mob Deep joints that hold you down, all that shit.
Yeah. It's so interesting because like DC, what would you consider DC? Because it's not South. Would you say you're up north? It's not really Midwest. Like what exactly? Where would you consider DC? Like what do y'all consider yourselves?
I mean, if you looking at it geographically, like if you looking on the map, I guess it would be considered the North. But we like our own entity though. Yeah. Like, cause we don't like when you think about the North, you think about like New York and shit like that. Like we not, we nothing alike. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, like I said, if you looking on the map, you would consider it the North because we so close to like the northern states like New York, Philly, and tri-states and all that shit. So, but like I said, we like our own thing. It's like its own world down here, the DMV.
I say that because like you're very cultured when it comes to music because you will say like, damn, I love Alchemist, but I also know like you love like the Cash Money era to like
Yeah.
90s early 2000s and whatnot, which is interesting to me because I'm a Florida nigga and like for people who don't live in Florida, I don't think people know this, but like Florida is essentially like New Orleans, Louisiana, like junior, because
Yeah.
niggas, if like Young Boy for example, niggas in Florida goddamn look up to Louisiana. That's like big bro, you know what I'm saying? Like nigga look up to Louisiana. So everything that's like happens in Louisiana, Florida kind of monkey see monkey do. I say that because Detroit, Los and like Los for example, specifically Los, he rap over a lot of shit that's like Cash Money inspired to me. You'll rap over some shit that's Cash Money inspired, saying that you would love to work with somebody like Manny Fresh. How hard did that era of music hit DC when it came out? Cash Money and them boys.
Man, that shit hit like crack.
Mm.
That shit hit like crack. Shit, we been listening to them, me, myself, since 99. A little kid listening to that shit, you know what I'm saying? Like 5th grade and shit like that. Like, so that was like who we wanted to be like, you know what I'm saying? The Hot Boys. You know what I'm saying? The movie, Baller Block, and all that shit. Like, it was an era. You know what I'm saying? That shit hit DC hard. Like, that shit definitely hit the city hard.
As a kid, who was your favorite member?
As a kid, it would have to be, I fuck with Wayne, and I fuck with Turk. But as an adult, it's Juvenile. So it kind of changed.
Juvie's so fire. Like, the song, I always tell people, like, the song Soldier Rags is like, it's kind of like, a lot, that birthed a lot of Florida rappers from, like, my age and up. Like, a lot of niggas rap like that. Like, you listen to, like, a Kodak song, nigga damn near rapping, like, how Juvenile doing on throw up your soldier red. Like, that song is crazy to me. But no, Juvie is crazy. I agree. You know who I really like went through like a very big BG phase.
No. I was a big BG fan growing up too. Yeah. Like, I was a real big BG fan growing up too. But I think, to be honest, I like the Turk. I liked how Turk rapped back then for some reason. I kind of like the Turk. I got
a hot take. I think keep going. I'm gonna say what I'm finna say. Were you like what you were saying about Turk? I'll finish after you finish.
I was about to say like I don't know if you heard the song like Baller Blocking.
Yeah.
Like all day, every day, all we do is get out grind on.
Yeah.
Sun up and sun down. You know what I'm saying? Like I like how Turk was rapping back then. You know what I'm saying? But as I got older and I started experiencing life, and you know what I'm saying, going through my own shit, I kind of related to what Juvenile was talking about. You know what I'm saying? Some grown man shit.
I was going to say, personally, this may be a hot take, but I think Turk has the best verse on Bling Bling. Like, the way he rapped on that song, my nigga.
But a lot of people don't hear that verse. That, you know, that wasn't the verse that came out on the radio, and it wasn't in the video.
See, I ain't know that.
Yeah, go look at the video. That Turk verse not on there.
They cut Turk out?
Yes.
That's messed up. Man.
Never seen a Marriott that could sound like mine.
Bro, the way Turk was rapping on that, I hear that verse and I'm like, do people not think this is the best version of the song? Like, that nigga rapping his ass off on that song.
Yes,
nigga, what?
On the Bling Bling, I know exactly what you're talking about. But they don't play that verse. For some reason, that verse not on the radio version, or it's not the video version.
Damn, that has to suck for artists, because there's a lot of songs that blow up and like in the club they cut it off when that nigga verse come on. You know what I'm saying? Like a damn. Yeah. Like Rocco and You Don't Even Know. Like niggas kind of cut off Rocco verse on that song. Like niggas don't even know that's a Rocco song. Niggas think
they think it's Future and Rick Ross.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, that's messed up. Like that's that nigga song. So, hey man,
he still made his money off that motherfucker though. They ain't gotta know, but his name on it.
Nigga, he know. He know. So
that's
no for sure. But yeah, shout out to that. And then going back to kind of that New Orleans area, like I said, one of my favorite songs off that last tape is that Do That There. I love that song. The way you was rapping over that, oh my gosh, man. You was, sheesh. That's fire. Yeah. That was fire. Was that a song you grew up liking? Like, just, liking that era of music?
Yeah, see, alright, let me give you the whole spiel with the No Limit shit. Like, I was young, but I still was on No Limit hard too, but I was a little young. But my older cousins, it's crazy. Like, it's crazy because I got a cousin from Philly. He put me on No Limit. They was on No Limit hard in Philly too.
Really?
So he put me on No Limit. This was around like Puff Daddy and then was out with him and Mace. So I'm telling him like, you ain't hear the new Puff Daddy and Mace joint? He like, fuck no. This is what we listening to. He put on Master P. That's the first time I heard No Limit. Then he showed me the movie Body, like the same day. I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I was young then, but by the time Cash Money came, I was a little old enough to like, you know what I'm saying, know what I like for myself and shit like that. But yeah, No Limit, they was definitely a big inspiration. I got motherfucking class projects and me writing No Limit Soldiers and shit like that, like on the jump.
If you had to like kind of break it down during like let's say the early 2000s when New York still was putting out a lot of music, was DC listening to more like southern music or up north music? Outside of the
Early
music coming out
2000s?
of the outside of like music coming out of where y'all at, was y'all listening to like up north or more down south music?
See, the early 2000s, we were still listening to like up north, like, cause that's when like the early 2000s, that's Dipset and all that shit, like, you know what I'm saying, Rockefeller, and you know what I'm saying. We was listening to a lot of that shit, you know what I'm saying. So I would say up north, early 2000s, but then later on, when the Gucci's and all them came, that's when we start fucking, you know what I'm saying. But I ain't gonna lie, it was niggas in DC listening to niggas like Pastor Troy and all that shit. I don't really get into all that, but it's a lot of. He got a big fan base down here, as I can remember from back in the day and shit. But
Really?
yeah. People was listening to like Pastor Troy and shit, and then like the early Gucci when Gucci first came out. That's when niggas started fucking with Gucci. But like I said, we always been on New Orleans shit.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Going from like high school to now, who was your favorite rapper in high school? Like, if I asked you, an 18-year-old Paco Panama, who's your favorite rapper of all time? Would it be the same person now, or different?
Of all time, I can tell you who my favorite rapper was at the time.
Who was your favorite
It
rapper?
probably was Wayne.
Wayne?
That's when all the No Ceilings and
Yeah.
all that shit was coming out. Like, shit, the Droughts. I said No Ceilings, I mean the Drought mixtape and shit.
Yeah, the Drought 3 and stuff like that.
Yeah, Drought 3s and all that shit. It was probably Wayne at the time. And who else? Who else was doing that shit back then? Yeah, it probably was Wayne at the time, but all time back then, I don't even know. I can't even tell you who I had like as my all time favorite rapper back then.
Who's your all time GOAT now?
Probably Jay-Z.
Jay-Z?
But I fuck with Pac too. I fuck with Tupac. And back in those days too, the early 2000s, we were listening to a lot of state property and shit too.
Mm.
Yeah, I gotta give them a shout out too.
Shout out Philly.
Yeah, the Locks, all of them.
Yeah, shout out Philly and New York. You know, I haven't said this opinion in a long time, and man, people be like, what, nigga? But like, I never really got into Jay-Z like that.
Yeah, you gotta tap in.
No, I have.
I mean, but it's a acquired taste. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would recommend you go listen to the Blueprint 1, the first Blueprint. Just check it out.
I have. That's the thing.
Or
I'm saying.
American Gangster album. That's a good album. I like it personally. A lot of people don't like the album, but I like it. The Dynasty album.
I mean, the intro is like classic. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like that's classic. Yeah.
You got he got a song in there called "The Streets Is Watching." That shit's crazy.
Wait, is that what I think it is? Hold on. Streets Is Watching is one of my favorite G songs, but I don't know if that's what you're talking about.
You might be talking about the first Streets Is Watching.
Yeah, I'm talking about doom 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 doom.
That's on Reasonable Doubt.
No. That's
or is it In My Lifetime?
Yeah, I think that's In My Lifetime. I think that might be In My Lifetime.
All right, that's In My Lifetime. All right, but he got a part 2 with Beans on the joint. That's on the Dynasty album, and then he got the joint on the Dynasty. This Can't Be Life with Scarface and all them on the joint. He got some joints, bro. You know, when you get some spare time, just go check it out.
I'm gonna tell you what it is, and this is like people probably won't agree, but I like recent Jay-Z more than old Jay-Z.
You say you like recent Jay-Z?
over old Jay-Z. Like I like his
I mean,
raps better now.
I can see that. I can see that. Like, I can see that. It's just that's the shit I grew up on,
Yeah,
so
for sure.
that's gonna always hold like
Nostalgia and stuff like
yeah,
that.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
It's
for
like
sure.
nostalgia, like you said. So like, but I can see that too. That's not like a bad take. You know
No,
what I'm
for sure.
saying?
You said Jay-Z and
What you
who?
said? No, I said that's not a bad take. What you just said.
No. You were saying your goats was Jay-Z and you said somebody else. I forget who. You said Tupac.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I fuck with Tupac too.
What about Tupac resonated with you?
It was just in my household a lot when I was young. Like
Mm.
from my aunts to my mom, and you know what I'm saying. They played a lot of his shit. And you know, that was my dad he was a big Tupac fan too. My dad's favorite rapper actually is Ice Cube.
Nigga, just funny enough, not to bring up Rari again. Literally, was just telling Rari that my dad's favorite rapper is Ice Cube, and he was like,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's crazy. Oh, your dad's favorite rapper Ice Cube too?
And then Rari said, yeah, nigga, a lot of daddies like Ice Cube. So it's funny
He
to see
said
you
a
say
lot
your
of
daddy
dads
like
like
Ice
Ice Cube.
Cube.
Now, man, my dad be talking. He be like, man, Ice Cube, man, you had to be there when that shit was out.
I wonder what is it about Ice Cube that fathers look. Cause Ice Cube is fire, but like I wonder like what you know what I'm saying make Ice Cube daddies like goats. You know what I'm saying? That's interesting.
I don't know. I guess when they was coming up, his music resonated to them. I don't know, bro. Like, I went back and listened to some of his shit. Ice Cube fire though. Like he ain't like, you know what I'm saying? Like I just ain't dived deep into his like discography like that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, for sure. Ice Cube is definitely really hard. And like I said, it's funny enough, that's a nigga that I could paint a picture with. Of course, like today was a good day. And like I said,
yeah,
you do a really good job doing that too. I said your father did a good job, but you also do a good job painting a picture when you want to,
yeah,
because it's not like you do it every song. But when I feel like you're trying to do it, you do a very
yeah,
good job. And you also do a really good job having like one liners in my head. You know what I'm saying? Like just stuff like
yeah.
what you saying,
Quotables.
I ain't taking her to Top Golf, I'm taking her to the dope hole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Stuff like that stick in my head.
yeah.
What you said? You said actually on the last album, where's I had to write this one down. What you said? You said how you niggas stealing from each other. You ain't got no code. Just simple
Yeah.
stuff like that, but it's like, damn. That's
Yeah.
that's powerful. You know what I'm saying? Cause
Yeah. It be simple stuff, but it hits you hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's straight to the point, but everything don't need like a metaphor or gotta be dressed up or pretty. Some things just, you know, I want to hit you where you gonna feel it. You know what I'm saying?
real
No dig.
life, just real life. You know what I'm saying? That's all you need sometimes. Um, Before I let you go though, I do want to talk about something I've already talked about in interviews before. Is that you hooped? You kind of gave it up when you were 16.
Yeah,
Can you still hoop?
yeah. If you just follow me, I was just with Los and Nutty. We was just on the court. We was just shooting and shit. Shooting, you know what I'm saying? Playing a little horse. Yeah, I still got my form and all that. You know what I mean? I just got to get back in shape. That's all.
Gotcha. What was your game when you was playing AAU? Like, what was your if you had to describe your game?
Shit, I was a shooting guard, so I'd be out on the wing. You know what I'm saying? And I played defense too. So you know what I'm saying? Be out on the wing, let the point guard drive. Kind of like how the game is today. Stay out on the wing, let them kick it out to me, knock it down.
No, so you was a shooter.
Yeah, I was a shooter.
Gotcha. Like, if you had, who would you compare your game to in the league right now?
Uh, in the league right now, let me see.
Or even if you pattern your game around somebody around that time.
It was a lot of people. It was a lot of hoopers at that time. But I kind of like had my own game. But I took little moves from people. Like, I had this one move that worked every time. If I'm on a fast break, 2-on-1, I do the fake pass and then lay it up. But that shit worked every time. Like, that was like my signature move. I used to be fucking niggas up with
That's
that move.
funny. It's my go-to move on a like something like that. I'm a big on a fast break. I like to do the fake layup. I didn't get it from Rondo, but I've seen Rondo do this where he'll like fake lay the ball up. Yeah.
Put it up and then bring it back
Yep,
down.
yep. I did that.
Yep. You stop and then put it up and
Exactly,
then bring it
yep.
down. I know exactly what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're talking about.
That is for any niggas that need tips, that is a great move. You know what I'm saying? So
Nah, that is a great move. They're going to lead their feet every time.
every time a nigga gonna try to pin your junk off the backboard. So that is a very, very good move. But hey man, I appreciate you coming through. If there's any last words you guys say to the people watching, man, let it be known.
Paco Panama, you already know. Southside Sopranos out now. If you're not in tune with me, go check me out. Go check out all my albums. GMS Drop Boys. We got some more shit dropping this summer. Faces of the Hill Part 2 dropping this summer, me and D Money. And then I'm coming right back in y'all over the head with another solo project at the end of the summer.
End of the summer?
Yup.
Got you. I'm gonna link
I ain't
it.
got a name for it yet. You
No
know
name?
what I'm saying?
Okay. Wait, and hopefully, man, I tried y'all boys. Hopefully we get the little Tyler freestyle. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully I get nigga drop little Tyler freestyle, man.
Just cause my man won it, I'm just gonna drop that shit. I'm gonna send it to him, let him drop it.
Hey, I'll put it on. I'll drop it on the channel as an exclusive. You want me to? You know what I'm saying, man? I'll put it on
That's
the
why
channel.
I'm saying you let you drop it. Put it on the YouTube channel or something.
For sure, man. Hey, until then, on that note, I say what I mean what I say. Haters gonna hate, players gonna play. Y'all holla at your boy, and that.